For our current project, we're going to customize a 3D printing file that we downloaded from Thingiverse. In part one, we're taking a file from Kabrumble and we're going to change it into a brick shop or warehouse to put on the layout. We downloaded Main Street Building 10, 11, and 12, designed by Kabrumble from Thingiverse. Now, we had printed this building already once before in our layout. And here it is. But we were thinking that if we could customize this building, we could repurpose it to suit another spot on our layout. So here are the parts from the building that we downloaded. These are the ones that we need to make changes to. First, we need to take the end wall. We want to make it only have 2 windows. So we're going to cut out one of these windows. We'll brick it in. And we want to add a bay door so we can move goods in and out of the building. Also, because we're not using the storefront side that came with this model, we need to make changes to the roof. We need to make sure there's a rim all the way around, and we can get rid of all the holes for chimneys and fireplaces that was on here. We don't need any of that. And then because we're making the changes with the windows, we only need to have 2 windows, and this part right here is the windows. We don't need any of these. These are grouped together, so we'll ungroup them and we'll cut this down to be only 2 windows. So now we can look at how are we going to change these parts. So here at Matter Hackers has a matter control tool that allows you to take existing STLs and make changes to them. So we're going to load, we'll go ahead and do the windows. It's a fairly easy one to do. So here we'll put the windows in, they open, and you can see here's our windows, and it's put together, all these parts are as a group. So first off, we want to take and get rid of all the stuff we don't need. This is the section with these 3 windows that we want. So we're going to grab this box here, and this box is has a hole. So we just spread it out so it covers all the area we don't want. And you want to make sure that it doesn't go over the top of the parts you do want. And then when you highlight and select all of them, you can go up here and it'll combine it. When it combines, it makes a hole and gets rid of all that stuff you didn't want. So now we can take, and here we've got our 3 windows. We want to convert this into a 2 window. And we can do the same thing. Come over here, we'll grab our box. We'll enlarge it to make sure it covers the whole thing. And we're going to come up right on the edge. You can see the edge right here. You can see an edge right there. We want about the same distance. So we'll come in just a little bit more. That looks pretty good. We'll highlight it again. Combine it. And there we go. Now we have a 2-part. So now we can take this part and we can save it. We're going to export it as an STL file. And we're going to go ahead and just drop this onto our desktop. So now we're going to go on and we're going to give the same treatment to the roof section. Now here we need to remove the features that are raised, such as the pipes and the platforms for the HVAC systems, as well as the raised sections along the roof, anything that's raised. And we want to fill in the holes. Now the raised sections we'll fill in the same way by using that box hole. We'll cover those areas, combine the shapes, and then eliminate all of that. The holes, you use a solid box. You put them into that spot. You bring it down to the same level. You combine those and it fills in the holes. Once you complete those tasks, we'll end up with something that looks like this. Notice we have the rim all the way around and all of the features in the center are gone. So we also want to configure the end wall as well, because we want to brick in one of the windows and add a bay door. To get the brick for one of the windows, what we need to do is we need to eliminate everything we don't need out of this. So we want to take this first and we're going to duplicate it. And we'll just set one of these off to the side out of the way. Then we grab our hole and everything we don't want, we're just going to get rid of here. So we're just going to come in and take this section, get rid of all this. Here we got our hole. We can take another section out over on this side. And then do it one more time. Combine them. So now we got just a section that's just brick. So we can bring our piece back over. And it looks like we're actually right about the right size. We're a little big yet. So we want to take a little more of this brick away. Sometimes it helps if you get it up close, you can see what's going on a little better. We're going to grab here. We want to make it, again, smaller. You want to get it right at the edge of these bricks. So we'll pull it down, select here, combine them. So now we can take our brick, we can fit it up here. We'll want to get in close and try to match up the brick as close as we can get. There, that looks pretty close. So now we come over, we snatch that and that, and we combine them. So now we have a bricked-in window, and then when we want to do a bay door, we're going to use the hole tool. You just come over approximately where you want it. Want something about that size. Put it down here. Bring it up like that. Select the other. Combine them. Now you've made a hole for a bay door. And then we're going to trim it out. So what we'll end up with is something that looks like this. So then we can take this, once we're happy with our design, we're going to go ahead and export it as an STL file so that we can pick it up with our slicer. So we export it here, left-hand bay wall STL. I'm just going to drop it on this desktop. Now we can go into our slicer and we're going to grab our file and we're going to open it up. Come off the desktop. Here's our bay wall. Open. So here we could slice it and get it ready to a G-code to go to our printer. Now we can do that, and this would be a wall on this side, but say we have two buildings and we want bay door on the opposite side and the other two windows. So a right building and a left building. So because you did all this work on this one, you can do on the slicer and you can go mirror and you can flip it. So now you have one of the opposing side and you can go ahead and slice that. So once we slice it, this takes about 3 hours, 50 minutes for the complete part to print out. Well, there we go. I know it's a lot of information, but these are all the steps that I take so I could take and rearrange existing STL files that I like from Thingiverse that maybe don't quite fit into what I'm trying to do. So there is good options out there to be able to do it. Now, if you look in the description of this video, I'll put a link in there for where to go to get the tools that I used. And I hope you guys all learned something along with me. So make sure you tune in next time and we'll get this stuff printed up. We'll probably get it painted and see what else we can get done. So make sure to hit like and subscribe. And we'll see you all next time on Getting Back on Track with Steve and Roxy Projects.